Okay, welcome back everyone to another video of Starsector Iron Mode playthrough. Uh, Last video I talked that I want to expand my fleet, mostly searching for capitals, abandoned capitals that I can salvage uh, either I can, uh, what not salvage, uh, either I can retrieve it without story points or with story points because I think it will make the journey easier. So, ever since my first Star Sector video, I've never really set a goal or my main the,
That
my main goal where I think the
you could do
the
so
journey.
you do
God damn it! Ever since I start making video for Star Sector, I never really set main goal, the ultimate goal that after I do that, I consider my playthrough is finished. Right now, the game is not out yet, not released yet, so the game doesn't have a finish. Maybe if soon after release, Mr. Masalov doesn't want to give this game and progress, I guess. The end of the game, I think. So, uh, in this new or continued series, I think I want to beat the AI near the Hypershan when I found it. Of course, I'm gonna need some capitals to do that. Mostly paragons. I've actually defeated the redacted ship uh, in my modded playthrough. Well, no more stalling. I think I've stalled enough. Uh, okay, let's go find ourselves a capital. So, where do I left this? If I remember correctly, uh, I just got an officer and I put it there. Yes, that's correct. And so I still need to find where's that? Okay, derelict ship. Hopefully, it's a capital or cruiser or something big. Uh, that's I don't like that. That looks like trouble. Very big trouble. So, am I in the right system? Yes. The ship is located in a ring. Okay. Derelict ship. It's a wolf. A mining station. I think I get it. Whoa. Wow. Actually, pretty good loot. Too good. Yeah, I cannot grab the ores. I think. Ah, Phaeton class tanker. Ooh, can I? Oh, man, that's the story point. No, no, no. That's nice fuel. I like that. Derelict ship where? It's like right beside Manticore class destroyer. Ooh. Ooh. Canister flag. That's really bad, but I think this one is pretty good. Pretty decent ship overall. So I guess I'll take it. Ooh, Buffalo class. Ooh, this is a cargo ship, right? Yeah. I think overall it's pretty good. Oh. No, no. Have some money. Repair ships. Okay, now time to buy some supplies. Oh yeah, sure, whatever, man. Well, now let's just hit the bounty, right? Let's see. The description says binary star system and gorillas gorilla constellation. Okay, Baron binary. Yeah, this should be the one. Dark and orange star. Yeah. Speed up. What's this? Looks like I need to read this. The sensor officer frowns at the blinking indicator. Captain, there appears to be a faint signal coming from the lower bridge. They pull the tail scanner. Source to the primary bridge display an orbital nav grid overlaid with icons and telemetry. The transmission is very weak. We only pick it up as the survey array through the calibration cycle. It looks like an automated instrument packet deployed in low orbit. Power source is degraded. It's got to have been here for a while. The signal? Your sensor officers activate audio output, a garbled loop wailing in and out of coherence, a recorded voice. The transmitter must be damaged, but with a little work, enough fright enters their voice. There. Of the Galaxia Academy. I implore you to return to the data core to the Academy for the reward of 18,000 credits, authorized by Provost Thomas Calicor. Message will repeat. Order the data core retreat. Officers, retrieval mission by the book, staging process. The sulfur team is self and an EM shield crate. Yeah. Inspect the data. Cursory inspection by your technology officer to make sure this isn't some kind of bomb or rogue AI core. Reveals a data core packed to its limit with compressed telemetry streams. It's a lot of data, they say, scrolling through vast columns of numbers. What is it? Well, your technology officers broke photos, recordings, sensor logs, detecting. They paused the data feed, examining some numbers, some kind of field strength. You are beginning to get the impression that your tech officer doesn't know what this device was measuring. If you don't know, just say so. Ma'am, yes, Captain, of course. Is the hint is that the hint of a blush? The reprimand is made, so you push no further. It doesn't matter what's on the data core, corrupted or not, so long as the Galaxy Academy pays the credit promise for its return. You order great script cargo hold to tell your fleet. Ooh, survey. What's this? She brought silos of purpose. You know what? Didn't get it. Purpose calculator. Not hit a bitch. Good fresh blood. My enemy is slaughtered. I dare say the hegemony. I need to read this from the top. Uh, as you approach, she looks over and says, Captain Haley Galloway. That's me. Don't look so surprised. You've got a fascinating reputation too. Shall we say movers and shakers the sector over? He dismisses the other officers with a promise to join them in a moment, then catches your eye. Dilettantes. Compared to your com- compared to yourself, I mean, I don't know enough English to really understand what this means. As you've heard of the Academician propose, the new what? What the hell even is a propose? My apologies, she grins apologetically. We Ivory Tower academics get so lost in our own world. Everything revolves around the next paper, the next conference. The senior academician waves an arm to dismiss all of that. The new propose. After that embarrassing incident with Professor Calicore, the academy has come under new leadership, bold leadership. To the new propose, Anahita Bear. She raises her glass toast in a toast. You discover that you're holding a glass of something as well. They said this and that. You set the glass down, giving the academician a skeptical look. She shrugs and downs her own drink without your accompaniment. To fresh blood, my enemies slaughtered and their lands conquered. Isn't that right? I mean, this in purely metaphorical terms, of course. But I dare say the hegemony perch has cleared out the old guard and opened up some opportunities, which brings me to you. A hand lands on your shoulder, somewhat intrusively. The new provost asked me to find someone like you, and now I've found you. Come to the Galaxia Academy, in the Galaxia system, of course. But you don't need me to tell you that. Haha. Meet with Provost Bear. Her face turns serious for a moment. She has a vision for the future, Captain. And in times as extraordinary as these, she might just realize it. Hear what she has to say, keep an open mind. Her tone lightens again, and she glances at the officer she was previously caressing with. Now, if you would pardon me, I do believe that I owe around for my new friends. I shall see you around the Galatia Academy soon, I'm sure. Yes, but returning. Oh yeah, the first one, the data core. Uh, at the mention of collector, the junior agent goes suddenly pale, touches their ear, stammering something about an urgent request as they turn and leave. With a sigh, you check the public comms terminal nearby, no entry under the name Calicar. After your query, the display locked into a hegemony comsec warning. What? You open comms to your flagship and delegate the task of finding out what's going on to your comms officer. In short order, they manage to navigate the lower echelons of the graduate students to finally speak with someone of authority. To your personal academician elect at your service, Captain. The academician draws out your presumed title like you've forgotten to serve him disgraced. You're certain your comms officer will have mentioned your name. Oh, so he doesn't say my name. My name is Hala Galaway. I'm returning the call for the purpose reward. Oh, one of those, of course. Your secretary should have just said so, the academician pauses. But then, this would have been Provost Calicar, would it not? He's not the Provost anymore. No. Eric's voice deepened with practice gravitas, not after what happened. What happened? Alec leans back, slipping into his professional role. The Provost, Calicar that is, quite overstepped the bounds of his office, in my opinion. The hegemony agreed and the crackdown was dramatic. The oppression and tyranny ran rampant in the halls of enlightenment. Troopers stomping down corridors of our finely academy. Alec is working himself up. Now, I'm a mere specialist in the planetary sciences and some would say preeminent in my field. So of course, I had nothing to do with Calicor's jump point experiments. Ooh! But he pauses, taking a moment to look up to the heaven. I had my suspicions, particularly of those of my colleagues who wouldn't hesitate to breach the ethos we uphold as members of this academy. And that's exactly what I told the hegemony officer who's interrogated me. The thick-headed brute said he'd review my list of names, but from my point of observation, I would speculate that he quite ignored my insight. It is as stars tossed in the mud, I tell you. I present the gift of knowledge and Alec rambles away, giving you no clear answer about what happened. Instead, Academian Alec seems to have a list of complaints against his colleague, the hegemony officers who didn't cooperate in Alec's effort to sell out his colleagues, and again, both the previous and the current provost, neither of whom holds the correct position of the academy. Sigh and use your captain voice to pry a few words into pause as Alec finally forced to take a breath. Let us discuss the reward. Oh, Alec looks at you blankly at the moment. I suppose there is that. I don't recall that particular account being frozen. Have your secretary or whoever sent the data core to planetary to be so kind. Information. Sorry, surprising Alec. Now where were we? Yeah. Okay, that's the data core. That was a handful to read. Yeah, my English sucks. Maybe with that I'm improving. Request a meeting with the provost. The academy agent makes a quiet request to their personal comms, then gives you a patient look. The new provost is very busy. New administration after the recent unpleasantness, you know. This could take some time. Days, weeks sometimes. You might want to leave your com ID with me and come back in. The com unit chimes softly. Yes? Really? I mean, yes. We'll come up immediately. The agent turns to you. Provost Beard will see you right now. Please follow me, Captain. I follow him. You are led through a discreet, secure access door to a series of passages that bypass the public concourse. Oh my god, this English, man. You are brought to a travel lift which activates at the Academy agent's presence and step inside at the agent's encouraging nod. The lift pod wrapped by diamond matrix through which you can watch. The lift pod is wrapped by a diamond matrix through which you can watch the canyon-like strip plazas pass by, filled with crowd of students, academics, and technicians. Raising your gaze, you see that the pod is approaching a tiered substructure which seems to hang over the curve of the station interior. The pod slows down and you shuffle to adjust to the local graph effect. Field gradient. You must be near the core of the Galatia station. A guard wearing a mirrored faceplate dismisses the junior agent and ushers you to the first doors to an antechamber. I don't know what that is. Filled with small groups of people who are very presumably waiting to meet with the provost. They have perfect hair and perfect skin unmarked by the radiation or burns that marks a spacer. Those cybernetics you can spot are consciously stylish adornment rather than crude augments. Many have brought their young progeny with them. The sense of wealth and influence is palpable. Head turns as you are led past all of them towards a set of large doors, which appear to be inlaid with wood from real trees. Oh. You feel their glares on you like point defense fire on a heavy armor. Hmm. Let's be smart. Or let's just play it cool. Ice forward. You enter the office as door closes silently behind you. Provost Anahita Baird turns to acknowledge your entrance while completing a call via her desk tablet. Ancient wooden shelves for real. Paper books gleam darkly in subdued light emanating tastefully from nowhere. The shelves are only half stocked from the crates scattered around the office. Brass orrery of the Galatia system adorns a plinth in the center of a seating cluster. Parchment mounted behind the provost desk displayed intimidating Man, these are some mouthfuls. Parchment mounted behind the provost desk display intimidating intellectual rankings. Their seals of authenticity softly glowing. I apologize for the mess, she says, having noted your examination. I've only just moved office. Before you speak, she raises a hand. You're not here to set up a donation. Why then? Because it is very much in my interest to know about the up-and-coming mercenary captain who corrected the unfortunate situation created by my ambitious but incautious predecessor. A pause. This institution is not devoted to purely theoretical work. She forms a cradle with her hands, as if to hold an idea as she explains it. For what use is knowledge, if it does not give us the power and wisdom to change the world for the better? She leaves the question hanging in the air for the moment. Knowledge is good for its own sake. Knowledge uplifts the human spirit. Knowledge can be very profitable. I like this one. Knowledge can be very profitable. Professor Berry cuts you off as you begin to speak. The question was a rhetorical, Captain. Bruh. She brings her hands apart. My point is that the Galaxy Academy could make use of someone like you, someone capable, discreet. And here she pauses. A tactic for emphasis she appears to employ often. And very well paid. I do not wish to make the same mistake as my predecessor. If one wants work done properly, one must provide appropriate incentive. Skill inspect and looks to you done speaking for real. This time probably. Uh, what about the money? The hegemony saddled us with a disciplinary measure. The provost explains levelly. Had they seized our assets directly, it would be a clear violation of their principle of non-intervention in matters pertaining to the politics of the Galatia Academy. They look little better than pirates. Instead, as his last act in the office of provost, they had my predecessor, Thomas Calicor, sign a range of burdensome contracts before he was removed to a hegemony oubliette. Bart smiles brightly, as if admiring the move. Much to your benefit. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just accept it. I shall put you in contact with academician Alphys Sebastian. He will be your liaison. Is that how you say it? Liaison with the academy. You will receive a few mundane tasks from various departments in the academy so that we may build working rapport as well as provide you with the funds you require to bring your fleet up to my standards. She looks over her spectacles at you. Most of all, I require evidence of trust. I intend to remain provost here for a long time, and productive relationships are built on trust. We'll speak again before long, I'm sure. She looks out to the thin window at the great house of Galatia Academy. You cannot imagine what we shall accomplish. She smiles now. Not for you, but for herself. Okay, so now I can talk to do the quest, I guess. Nice to meet you. Imprison researcher. Okay, blah blah blah. Don't think I can read anymore. The Ladic Church. Grapple the Garan. Oh. Yeah, sure. Scientific object retrieval. Yeah, that's so far away. Yeah, sure. Ooh, free stuff. Okay, looks like I never got to. Looks like I got caught up in a mission, in a chain mission or something like that. It's very interesting, but looks like I didn't get to expand my fleet this time. And mostly just reading the story, but I quite like it. But I think that is all I have for today. Eh,